Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to the Idele-Ero show. We are about to start. We are expecting our guests, and as a matter of fact, as I'm speaking, I just heard the sound of one of our special guests today. Just arrived, talking about uh, Professor uh, Tony Ogiamie, Dr. Professor Tony Ogiamie just arrived. I'm waiting for him to activate his video in a minute. Doctor, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Joe.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I'm glad you can hear me. Um,
Very, very
yes.
well.
So it would be nice if you can activate your video so that the people can see you as I introduce you. Because this is your first time on this platform, and it's going to be very very interesting. I'm so glad that you honor my invitation. I appreciate you. So as soon as you
Thank you.
activate your video, then we will get started so I can introduce to the audience. Okay, so as I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, today is a special day. It is election day here in my country in the U.S. The election, yesterday actually was the election day, but it's still going on. Thank you so much, I appreciate that. It is still going on here. The counting is going on, and other things. We are waiting for the result, but that notwithstanding, the Idele-Ero show, got to continue. I got to honor my guests, honor the program because I'm here for you. So I'm going to introduce to you right now uh, our very own special guest, a prominent Nigerian, a prominent American, a prominent Edolite, the man who has gone through the four walls of education. He is a promoter of education. He is the founder of the online legal university, online a law university here in America, in California, based in California. Talking about a prominent man who has been to Nigeria, who is very, very interested in the progress and development of Nigeria. He's been to Nigeria, he's been a professor, he has taught in the University of Benin, taught law in the University of Benin, and he's back in the States. He has, he goes back and forth between the US and Nigeria. He is still contributing his quota to the development of that country, particularly in the educational sector. In the education sector, Dr. Professor Ogiamie is one of those you can count on as a Nigerian. Dr. Ogiamie, like I said, owns a university.
American Heritage University.
Is called
American Heritage.
American Heritage University,
That's right.
based in California.
Yeah.
Dr. Professor Ogiamie, you are welcome to the program.
Thank you.
All right, so that's Dr. Ogiamie. Today's
Yeah,
program, as we
appreciate
expect
it.
other guests, I will crave the indulgence of Dr. Ogiamie to say a word to the audience.
Well, I don't know how many people are there, but I want to say that I'm pleased to have accepted to join this program, even though it was at the last minute.
Yes.
You are somebody I cherish a lot.
Thank you so
I
much.
know that you do a lot of community services.
Thank you
You
so
reach
much.
out to people on one event or the other.
Thank you so
So
much.
you also have carved a niche for yourself. It's not easy for anybody to come here and do what we are doing.
Thank you so much.
When I was the dean of the law school in Benin, University of Benin, 1996 to 1999. Something at the background of my mind actually helped me, and that was my beginning. I was a police officer in Lagos,
Sorry, sir.
and
Let me. You may want to adjust your video. It looks like you are not showing fully on it. Like your, the upper part of your body is not showing. I wanted to see your face. Exactly.
okay,
Now you got it. Now
okay,
you got it.
okay, how
Yeah.
about this?
Now you got it, sir. That's good. That's awesome. Yeah.
Okay, so I want you to and members of this forum to know my background. Um, as a former police officer, it will not be difficult for me to discuss anything about community relations, not at all. So that's the pleasure that I have, and then I think I'll be able to make some meaningful contribution to this discussion that we have today.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
I'm glad to be here.
Yes, thank you so
Yeah.
much. That's Dr. Professor Tony Ogiamie. He's a very
Yes.
popular person among the Benin community, especially in California, where he's based.
Yeah.
The Heritage University, if you don't know now, I'm just telling you, it is an opportunity for you to hook up with him if you want to become a lawyer. If you want to, Professor Ogiamie will, walk you through it. His university will accommodate you. He is very, very willing to help you out there if you want to become a lawyer. So you will not have any difficulty contacting Dr. Professor Ogiamie to take you through.
Okay, let me just put this in, because this is the first time we have not really discussed how the university is and the program we teach.
Okay.
I think law is very prominent. This university was established 16 years ago, and the focus was on law and business. I could not branch into other areas because it is a for-profit, and I don't have the kind of funds, to go full-blown. When the university was established, it was established as a regular university. I chose to do teaching online because online is a mode. So American Heritage University is one of the universities that started in the first generation of online teaching in this country. I'm saying going back to 2003, 2004. So I had to study on how to teach. I trained my instructors on how to teach, but my emphasis is on law because I'm a lawyer, and it is easy for me to manage the law school. So we have business, masters, bachelor's, PhD, and so on and so forth. We also have partners across the world, where, for example, you want to do something in psychology. We don't have that, but I have a university that teaches it, and we are able to come together to have it done for any student who wants to graduate in that field. Now, so we are 16 years old today. God's willing, I should be back in Nigeria to complete establishing a branch campus in Abuja. So I want to use this medium to tell our people that we are a degree completion university. We don't accept students coming in with high school. You must have done 2 years in education. I mean, in the university, or you have done 2 years in the polytechnic.
Okay.
And they don't know that these opportunities are there. I am here to serve you. If you have any problem in any educational program, please contact me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Professor Tony Ogiamie. He's a
Yeah.
man whom I respect very well. I know how hardworking he is, and like he just said, he did not miss anything at all. That is the way he has been helping our people. He went through it himself, and he learned it. He has been very, very proficient in it. So you cannot go wrong. It's a law, like he said earlier, is something that is, a degree that you want to have if you are really interested in that particular line of studies. Anyway, that's a Dr. Ogiame right there. If you haven't met him before, this is him. And today he is joining us. He has honored my invitation to join us in discussing a very, very crucial topic that I started last week. Actually, I have had it on my blogs, but on my live broadcast, I started it last week. We touched on it a little bit. I was expecting to get some numbers from Nigeria, like the governor or the police commissioner, particularly from my state, Edo State. I wanted to start with the state before I, advance into the federal government level. So, but I haven't gotten all those information yet. But as soon as I get them, I will invite them to join us in the discussion. Our topic for today is uh, we're talking about community police. That is local policing. Local policing. I'm sure Dr. Professor Ogiame is one of the right people to handle that topic. I kind of, I mean, the invitation got to him late, but I know that he will be able to help us out to touch on it, on the importance, on the need, on the importance of local policing, especially when it has to do with our country, Nigeria, because of the way things, the security system is in Nigeria. Dr. Ogiame, I'd like you to tell us something about local policing and why we need to have local policing in Nigeria.
Well, going by my background as a former police officer, Nigerian police officer in Lagos, I think I have a few things to say, and then on the way forward on how Nigeria can transform from the British system that we had to and expand the police force to community policing. At the very top, you say Nigerian police, and then recruits are usually people with lower education. People who have secondary modern school, OND, even school certificate. But when you now talk about the official cadre, then you need to have a bachelor's degree and above. Then they'll be talking about the superintendent line. So when you enter the police, you are in as a constable. From constable, you start to your rank start to go on until you become you get to the commission officer level. But everything was all patterned along the British, and we have been very hurt by this because if the police system is all controlled from one man, then it becomes very difficult in a democratic setting. Police is controlled by the head of state through the Inspector General of Police. So in states, if you wish, the states under, I mean, the command the state through the Commissioner of Police of that state. But the Commissioner of that state will not obey the governor of the state unless he has permission from the Inspector General of Police. If you think of that in a moment, you know that it's not right.
Okay.
If, for example, if a governor gives instruction to the police, to the commissioner of police, the commissioner of police will have to get clearance from the Inspector General of Police. So getting that kind of clearance doesn't make um, the democratic system that we are all yearning for to work. Now, if we are to, what is the difference? We have to, if you look at the difference there, the national police at the top, and then you have the community policing at the lower level. Then we need to come up with a new legislation that will give power to the president to put the community policing in action. Now, that might take a long time. What is easier to do is that in every community that we have, we should be able to have community policing in different names. You know, like if you are in Benin, for example, and you are somewhere, you have migads, you have people that work at night to make sure crimes are not committed. So, in the police job is to protect citizens, in addition to taking care of commission of crimes. They have the power of arrest. So at the community level, if we are able to put that in place, I would recommend that police community relations should be with the DPO, DPO, that's divisional police officer, as the case may be. Because in every area, you have a divisional police officer who is in charge of everything that is going on. So I'm going to leave this discussion to anyone to come in. But I have in 1998, I think one of the newspapers, I did recommend that the police system should allow the state governments to run their own police system, as it is in this country. Allow the state to run without reference to the general police. This is where we have problems. So the power is too much for the president to exercise, and that power must be seriously looked into, and then we'll find a way to ensure that we have community policing.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, Professor. He just talked about how he has actually, in the past, 1998, he has advocated for this topic that we have today. So that means the issue has been on. It's not just a new topic. It's not a new issue that of concern in Nigeria. So basically, if Dr. Ogiame is telling you today live on my program on this channel on Facebook and YouTube that this issue, he has written about it in the past in the national newspaper in Nigeria, and it looks like it was not. I think it was not addressed. Now it is about time again for us to bring it up to address it. What he is saying to Dr. Professor Ogiame is based in America, and is used to the system here that we have federal, state, and local policing, and it is working very well. My own idea about local policing, the reason for it is the local policing, if it is established, and actually is through legislation, so if it is established, the local police are close to the grassroots. They know the people. They know they know the criminals, and they know how to control them. And that is the very, very important of local policing. If you leave it in the hands of the federal to control, that is the reason why we are having a lot of all these problems today. Some of my guests last week, they said, we are not there yet. I'm like, no, when are we going to get there? It's about time, because our country, the population in our country is a lot, and therefore we need security agents to control the activities of the criminals. We have bandits, we have Boko Haram, we have kidnappers, we have armed robbers, we have all kind of crime going on. That I believe is overwhelming on the federal police. So that is why Dr. Ogame just told you that it is important to have state and local police to augment
Yes,
the federal
the
police.
federal government,
Exactly, federal government.
police.
So that is the reason why this program is on, and I'm expecting those of you who are watching the program, please share it. Share it to your friends and all your contact. This is a very, very crucial topic that has to do with our country, progress of our country, Nigeria. So, Dr. Game, I have other guests coming, but they haven't showed up yet. It's just going to be right
Okay,
now between you and I. So, I'm going to come back to
okay.
you. I'm going to come back to you now to ask you this, based on your own experience in the U.S. Okay, you what I mean? How can you describe the? How can you describe? You know, you have talked about it. How can you describe the importance of the local police, the role of the local police, how important it is to the society, Professor?
Yeah, yeah, I can get you now. I
Yes,
can hear you.
yes.
Just 1 second, okay?
No problem, sir. I got you. I see that you were in the car. You know, it's just that this.
Yes, I actually went to the bank,
Okay.
and I thought I would leave the bank earlier to participate fully.
Okay, that's fine. You're doing well, sir. You're doing well. It's just that I don't want you to be distracted by driving. If you don't mind pulling over or somehow, that would be nice. Yeah, Professor. Okay, Professor. Okay, thank you, sir. It looks like he just came out of the vehicle. Yeah. So again, as I was saying, the local policing, based on our own
Yeah.
experience here, Doctor, we talk about that now. The importance of local policing based on your own experience here in the United States of America,
Hmm.
how they contribute to ensuring peace and security in the society, Professor.
Okay. You see, first of all, much as we have more criminals in America when compared to that of Nigeria, but Americans are still, for the most part, are law-abiding. They know their rights. They know what it is to. They know what it is to be detained. They know what it is to be handcuffed. To a very large extent, they obey the law. You see, in the case of Nigeria, the Nigeria we have today, people are lawless. They don't obey the law. So that is where we are going to have a problem. But I must tell you, community policing is already with all the state and local governments in Nigeria. No, all the state and local, yes, and local governments. Rivers has the best. If you are looking at a role model, Rivers State, they have a very well-organized community policing. If you were to mention anything like that in Nigeria, that of Edo State, where we came from, they hold meetings every now and then. But how effective are they? How effective is the police, local police in our state? How effective are they? Now, with the use of modern technology and social media, policing has become easier than the way
it used to be in the past. With the use with criminal justice system in place, with using police science, determining when a liquid like red is blood. That has helped. Fingerprinting system, that has also helped. The identification system in Nigeria is coming up very fast, but not as fast as that of the United States. In fact, talking about this is why the United States included us with the 6 states that cannot come to live in America anymore, because the claim is that our biometrics are not is anything to write home about. The officials, Nigerian officials, were invited several times to come to Abuja and then share their own biometric system with that of the US. They didn't do it. And that was why we were slammed. As at February 21st, 2019, Nigerians can no longer apply to become resident or citizens of this country.
Wow.
So
All right.
you can
Thank
see.
you so much, sir. Yeah, I got you. The issue now is, I understand the community police that you're talking about in Nigeria is kind of a little bit slightly different from what we say. I understand that they are doing it in the local way, but we want the one that will be established, by law, just like the way it is here, when you have police is police, But the one they're going through now in Nigeria is kind of local, what they call a vigilante group or something,
Yes,
they
yes.
call the vigilante group. Yeah.
That was the word I was looking for, vigilante group.
The vigilante group, what that is not, I wouldn't say whether it is legal or not. I'm sure it's not even legal, So we want the one that will be established by law, where the government will provide them with uniform and equipment, just like the way they have in the federal police. So, and the reason for local policing is that they are going to be close to the grassroots, to the community, the people that they know. The criminals know them, and therefore they will be scared to commit crime, So, you bring in for example, like a federal police, you bring in a federal police from Abuja, all the way from Abuja to like Edo State, for example, right? Okay. And these people from Abuja or from Maiduguri or from somewhere, they don't even know. They are not used to the environment. They don't know the environment. They don't.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah,
absolutely right.
That's the reason why we are now clamoring for community policing, that they will be recruited in the locality, in the locality, so that they know the environment, they know the escape route of the criminals and all that stuff. I think that is the idea we are trying to bring about. If we already succeeding to some extent with the vigilante group, why not just make it official? Why not make it official? Why not establish it, properly, so that they can be provided with the adequate equipment that they need to check the activities of the criminals, something like that. So that's what we are talking about. Providing with all those equipment, give them uniforms, and and again, it's also a way of providing them employment.
Well, let me cut in here. We did at the time. When I think they used to call them Oshomole police, but they didn't. I think they were not armed. They just wore uniform.
Yes.
Oshomole police came. One other one came. They have them at various times with different names. But like you said, it will be better to recruit people from the community. But you see, there are dangers in that. You see, when you recruit people from the same community, then we run into cultural problems.
Okay.
Yes. It's a Benin man. The father is an uncle to my friend and blah, 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 blah. Or we are from the same family or the particular police is a relation. In our culture, those things will be a problem to enforcing community policing.
So,
generally, we are not sincere people. Do you agree?
Yes, I do.
We are not sincere people.
Yes.
So something might happen, and then before you know it, whoever that thing is concerned with will send an errand that police will come and pick you up such a time, and then that person will run away. So it's dicey. But if we have started it on time, that could have been okay by now. I think we are too far into civilization now, unless and until we have good people. For me, I think we should we should recruit youth corpers. Okay. The youth corpers, once after you call, then you become a community police officer.
Okay.
Yes, after youth corps, you become a community police officer. It's no good to recruit people who are not lettered or who didn't go to university.
Okay.
When you go to the university, your five senses are there. Your brother who did not go to the university doesn't have the same mind like you. In fact, our people cannot even distinguish smoke from a chemical smoke. They cannot distinguish it. So when you have a situation like that, it becomes very difficult. Well, it's a trying task. It's something that can be tried, and but like I said, we have them in place. All over the federation, we do. Okay. I happen to have attended a seminar in 2012 in Port Harcourt. Okay. That's when I got to find out the Port Harcourt people are very well organized. Yeah. Most of their citizens live in creeks, so they're able to use bows and canoe, right, okay. And canoe to run after criminals. Okay. And they're able to get them. You see, in our state, we are still in the bush. I'm looking for the right word now. We are still in the forest.
We are not still there yet, civilization-wise.
No, not civilization. I'm talking of forest. You see, like Edo State. Edo State is a forest zone. Okay. It rains and the forests are there, right, yeah. And it is difficult for criminals to run away.
Okay.
But unlike Abuja is planned and there are no trees as such, so that criminal will be caught.
Okay.
The same is true in the riverine area. They'll catch you. But in Edo State, it's still forest. Once somebody disappears, that's it. So tracking of criminal. You see those kidnappers. Yes. Police officers do come to US to learn on policing. They come here to learn using computers. Okay. When they catch when they get a kidnapper, yes. You notice that most of the kidnappers they run after they cannot find them. They cannot easily get them because of the rainforest where we are with bushes and everything. Right. So it takes some officers to sit down and monitor a computer to see movement. He said they are looking for, I forgot what they call it in their language. They look for movement late in the evenings where people congregate. We are used to hanging out in beer parlors, right, and where we eat and eat and drink. Yes. So it will take a dedicated part of the police people to stay with the computer to monitor what goes on at night. Right. That's why they are able to get them. Okay. There's no magic wand that they use. No, they use the computers. They are using the computers now. You remember people like the governor of Oyo State that died many years ago. Yes. They couldn't get up to now. They can't find them. Killers of Idele-Ero, they couldn't find them. so many things, so many people like that in the past. But in this technological period, they use the computer to get them.
Well, doctor, you see, you just brought up a point here. You see, I mean, the reason why I think they are difficult to catch up with is because we do not have database. You know, there is no.
Okay, that is another. No, well, that is another topic.
Right.
That is not okay. That that database was an issue when they banned Nigeria from coming to the US. You know, the database was part of it.
Okay.
Like every person that in the United States, if you are fingerprinted, it goes somewhere.
Exactly.
That fingerprint, the information of that fingerprint goes somewhere. In Nigeria, you do the fingerprint, that is there.
See, because that's why they are successful here in checking the criminal activities, you know, of
very well
of
so
criminals, you know.
Very well so.
Exactly. So over there, you see, there are a lot to it, you know. I mean, there are a lot to it. Even if you mentioned a point also that the bottleneck, one of the bottlenecks will be that they'll be compromised, you know, because of if they are recruited from
very
the
quickly.
locality, you know. I agree to that, you know, to some extent. But the thing is, the local police should also reflect, you know, that they should be conversant with the locality, you know, so that they know the people, you know, they know the people. It's like choosing a governor of a state, for example. You're not going to choose a governor of Edo State from Kano. No, that's not possible, because that person is not residing in Edo State. I just use that as as an example. Now, with that being said, the reason why all those criminals escape, apart from the fact that our state in particular, like Edo State, is an agrarian area, you know, forest reserve area, that I would say is not just it. Like you said about this database issue, even if the criminals escape, there is no way, right here in the United States, I know that, there's no way they can just go like that without being caught. It may take time, but over there, you just mentioned that once they commit crime and they jet out, that will be it. You know, you cannot get them again. So those are things that would be the concern of the government to look into before it is being established. But that does not stop the fact that we you know, I understand you said we are starting, you know, it's too late now. No, it's never too late. I would say it's never too late, because we need to start from somewhere. If we postpone it now, maybe in some few years to come, we're still going to say the same thing. You know, so why not start from somewhere? Let's, you know, learn it. Let's see how it works and all that stuff. That's what we are talking about.
You know what I'm going to do?
Yes, sir.
I have some students I taught at Uniben who are now senior police officers at the state, at the federal police. I mean, the headquarters in Abuja.
Okay.
I'm going to get one or two of them.
Okay.
Then I will also bring a lady police officer to participate. We have to really create time for this topic, because it's not easy at all.
No, it's not. It's not an easy topic.
I am a lawyer.
Yes.
We have people who are well equipped.
Yes, with information. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
You know, if you look at the criminal justice system, the criminal justice system actually encompasses court, prison, and police.
Okay.
Those are the three components of what make up criminal justice. Now, there are universities who are teaching that as an honors degree. Okay. Then there are others who have broken these three areas into three separate parts. So you can have a bachelor's degree in police science or police administration. You can have a you can have a bachelor's degree in correctional administration.
Right.
You have a bachelor's degree in court administration. So, but you see, what it is in Nigeria is these courses are not being taught like that. So that's why a lot of people look at the police in a mystery way, because they really don't understand how the police system works. At best, in any university in Nigeria, what the only thing they teach is criminology. Criminology is why people commit crime. That's all. That's what it is. Why do people commit crime? And then the categories of people that commit crime. That's taking it too as one single at one level. So I want to say this in end, because I have other things I want to do
I appreciate
today.
your time, sir.
But I want to bring people. I want to send people to you.
Okay.
I will talk to them. I'll tell them, and then we'll set a date. It will be a full blown, and we'll have people from
on ground. Those who are on ground
on ground. We'll get people from the university, and then get people. We even get a vigilante.
Right.
A vigilante owner.
So that they will all
that run. We can get one in Benin. So by the time that will be full blown. I will be able to put this together for you between now and next week. But people will be calling. When they call, just get their phone number and whatever. And then by the time we will get to a particular point, then we can set up another webinar.
Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate you. My program is every Wednesday. For now, is every Wednesday and Saturday, same time. It is 11:30 a.m.
Please just send that to me by WhatsApp, so I can also tell these people to join you at any given time, because I know many of them.
Thank you so much. Thanks for your time, sir. I appreciate you, and enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
All right. Okay. Right.
That was
hello.
That was Professor Ogiamien. Professor Ogiamien is somebody who, anytime we tell you the truth, and remember now, don't forget that this program here is where we always come up with the truth and the best practices of whatever we recommend for our country and our state, Edo State in particular, and Nigeria. I really appreciate Dr. Professor Tony Ogiamien today. He has a limited time. I gave you very, very short notice, and he did not disappoint me. He showed up to touch on it a little bit. He has promised to bring people who he believes will be having better information, useful information on how this local policing can be established. These people he is talking about, yes, will be able to relate it to the government, the federal government, and their state government, as the case may be, that we need to have local policing. It is necessary. So we're gonna postpone this topic till when we have more hands that can. I mean, people with different voices from different background that has to do with the topic. So that's what we will do. We're gonna kind of call it a day on that topic for now, while we expect people actually who has better information on how we need to go about establishing a local police in Nigeria. Before I let you go, I'm gonna bring you back, the music of Salvatore Wifo that was already playing. I'm going to let you enjoy that. Probably before maybe another 5 minutes or more, we may have other guests that will join us. I will just let you enjoy yourself with the music of Salvatore Wifo. Well, once again, you have been listening to the Idele-Ero show, happening live on Facebook and YouTube from Dallas, Texas. Our guest today was Dr. Professor Tony Ogiamie, Professor of Law, and the founder of Heritage University School of Legal Studies based in California, United States of America. He's a Benima, he's a permanent Nigerian. He got a short notice today to appear on this program, and he did. But he has other engagement that he needs to attend to. So hopefully next time he show up and they have, he'll have his full attention, so that we can discuss more on either this particular issue or other issues that will come up. We will be running up the show at this time. I want to appreciate everyone out there that has been listening to us, that took their time to listen to us on this program. We will be right back again, same time, on Saturday. Saturday, it is 11:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, US and Canada. And it will now be 6:30 p.m. UK and Nigeria time. I don't know the time of different zones, but if you know the UK time or US time, you can apply it to your own zone. time zone. So that's about it today. It has been a pleasure having you. Please share the program and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And the YouTube channel actually is going to be running on your screen right now. Share it with your contact. It is www.youtube.com/user/Joe-Ero 100. Joeero 100. Again, we thank you for hanging out with us today. And we will see you on Saturday. God bless you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Wherever you are. Bye.